Hi boys and girls, my name is Joyce Raimondo. I'm an artist, I'm also an author. I write children's books about art, and today I'm going to do one of my favorite projects with you at home or in school or wherever you are. Okay, so let's get started. The name of today's project is called Animal Safari. Boys and girls, what does it mean to go on a safari? Do you know what that means? Yes, it's an adventure. And when you go on this adventure, you look for something. What do you look for when you go on a safari? That's right, you look for animals. Boys and girls, we're going to make an animal safari picture today. Now, where do you think you can actually go on a safari? You maybe went on a safari at the zoo. Long ago, I went to Africa on an animal safari. And we saw elephants and rhinos and hippos. We even saw zebras and giraffes. And we spotted a lion. It was far away. It ran so fast it was hard to see. And boys and girls, you know what? Sometimes I look out my window and all around my home there's all sorts of animals. There's sometimes wild turkeys and deer and lots of birds and squirrels. I live in East Hampton, New York. Where do you live? I'm sure even if you live in the city, there's lots of animals around you, especially in parks. Okay, and of course there might be some pets like dogs and cats. So let's get started. Boys and girls, today we're going to make imaginary animals. Or you can make a real animal doing something make-believe. Have you ever seen a green elephant? Have you ever seen a pig that flies? Well, guess what? I have. I've seen these animals in my imagination. And sometimes I see them in children's books or even in pictures in the art museum. You see, when you make art, anything can happen in your imagination. Okay, so let's get started. This is what you'll need. Today we're going to make collages. A collage is a picture where you cut and paste. So, you will need a paper for your picture and scissors and a glue stick or regular glue. You'll also need a bunch of papers that you can cut up. So I happen to have some construction paper ready. I also have some animal print paper, and I love to collect not only fancy papers like that, but sometimes papers like this. This is old wrapping paper. And this is old holiday wrap. So that comes in handy. I cut that up for my project. Now, if you look around your house, you probably have a lot of interesting papers. They might be from magazines. It might be computer paper. It could be even be in a newspaper you could cut up to use for your picture. Okay? So let's get started. Now, if you don't even have papers or glue or scissors, you can always draw along with us. Now, we're going to work together, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a place for the animal to live. That's called the habitat. So think about it. Where might an animal live? What are some examples? Maybe in the forest, maybe in a desert, maybe at the beach or the city, right? Or even in Antarctica in the snow. So I'm going to make a place for my animal, and you make a place for yours. You don't have to copy me. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some grass. So I have my green paper, and I am going to cut a strip to make a nice grassy area for my animal. Okay? And then I'm going to cut some little tabs into the paper. But don't cut all the way, otherwise it'll just be cut in half. Just cut a couple of little tabs in there. See how I'm doing that? I'm snipping along. And then I can bend it like this, gently bend it. And now, doesn't the grass look nice? It's fluffed up. It looks three-dimensional. Now, boys and girls, whenever you make a collage, don't smear glue all over your picture. That makes it a lot harder. I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to put it on the item that I'm gluing. And in this case, I'm just going to put it along the edge of the grass because I want the other part to pop up, right? So there is my grassy area. See? Okay. Now that's the grassy part. And then in the other part, I'm going to give my animal a little pond so he has something to drink, or if he gets hot, he could go take a dip in the water. So let me see, what can I use for my pond? Boys and girls, you don't have to make a pond like me. You can make whatever you want for your animal. Now, I see I have this beautiful wavy paper. I don't even remember what this was from, but I think this would look really, really nice as a pond. So I am going to cut it so it looks a little watery. Okay, and now it looks a little like the shape of a pond, and I'm going to glue it down. Okay, so there is my pond, and then over here I am going to make a nice big rock for the animal. So what color could my rock be? Let me see. Maybe I'll make the rock out of this nice black piece, because this way maybe the animal has fun climbing up on top of the rock. Or maybe they like to sunbathe on the rock like a turtle. So that is the place so far. I have grass, I have a rock, and I have a pond. What can I put in the grass? I'm not up to the animal yet because it still looks a little boring. I need an exciting place for my animal. What can I put in my picture for the animal? I know, I'm going to make a tree. Maybe when it gets hot out, the animal likes to relax under the tree. So when you make your picture at home, you're going to add piece by piece. We're not drawing. You don't even need a pencil. You're going to cut the shapes and add one shape to the other. So this will be used for the tree trunk. I'll glue that down over here. And then, of course, up here, it's missing the top of the tree. I am going to put the top of the tree up there. And I do like bright colors, as you can see. So I am going to make a nice pink treetop. What color is your treetop going to be? Are you even going to make a tree, or are you going to make something else? So there's my treetop. Maybe this is a cotton candy tree in my make-believe world. Okay? Now, what happens when it rains or gets cold? My animal needs some shelter. What are you going to use in your picture so the animal can have protection when it's really, really cold? Now, maybe they could go under the tree. Maybe they could go into a cave. But sometimes I like to make a little house for my animal. So boys and girls, this is how I do it. First, I make a rectangle. Okay? See? I'm going to make it a little smaller. And then I make my rooftop. See? I just cut the corners off. Doesn't that look a little like a house? And how do they get in the house? They need a door. So I'm going to make an upside down L. And then I open the door, I fold this, and now the door can open and close. And I'm going to put the house right next to the tree. So now my animal has some protection. What are you going to put in your picture where your animal has protection? Okay? Maybe it's a tent. Maybe it's a hole in the ground. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to put something in the sky, because the sky is important. That's what's going to tell you what is the weather like. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Maybe there's a rainbow in the sky. So what should I put? I think I'm going to make a nice sunny day. And here's how easy it is to make a circle. You see this rectangle? What happens if I gently cut the corners off? You see? And then I go all the way around. And what do I get? I get a nice circle for the sun. Okay? And I am going to put my sun in the air right here. And then I can put the rays of the sun coming out as well. What are you going to put in your sky? An airplane? A bird? A hot air balloon? Thunder? Okay. And after you make the place, you are ready to make the animal, okay? So now for my extra fun part is the animal. I have a bunch of papers here. I happen to have some animal paper. What animal could this be? Tiger? What animal could that be? Zebra? What animal could that be? Giraffe? Now, suppose you don't have animal paper at home. It's okay, look around, you might have something else you can use. Maybe you have wrapping paper, okay, like this. Right? Maybe you have some shiny papers. So, or you could even use loose leaf paper, okay? So you can use any kind of paper. And if you happen to have extra special paper, well, that's great. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make the body first. So I am going to make a giraffe, and this paper here, this rectangle, this can be nice for the body. I can round it off a little bit so it looks a little more real, okay? And then I'm going to put my giraffe right over here. So that's the body. And what does my giraffe need next besides the body? Well, of course, he needs a head. Now, you know a giraffe has a long neck. So I am going to take a paper strip, okay, and cut it a little bit. And I'm going to glue it down. See, I'm putting the glue on the item I'm gluing. Put it there. Uh-oh, that's too long, so I'm going to cut it. And now my giraffe has a long neck. Your animal might not have a long neck. Okay? The head. Giraffes have a pretty small head compared to the size of their body. So I am going to take my paper and cut a shape for the head. And of course, I am going to attach it onto the neck. So you're going to do it piece by piece, and then it starts to look like an animal. What does the giraffe need? Legs, of course. So giraffes kind of have skinny legs compared to the size of their body. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to make two skinny legs. It's fun to make art, isn't it? I wonder what you're making at home. I hope you're making something too, because it's nice to watch the show, but I think it's even more fun to make it yourself. So there we go. And what does the animal need next? Now it's time for you to add the details, just like I'm going to do. So of course I need to add the tail. And the tail gives a clue about the feeling, because you know, if the tail is sticking up, it usually means that animal is pretty happy. And if the tail is going down, it usually means the animal is sad. Although I'm not sure about giraffes, to tell you the truth. Now, I'll tell you what, Giraffes sometimes have little horns. So these are details, boys and girls. Think about what special features does your animal have. Does it have ears? Does it have pointy ears, like a wolf? Does it have floppy ears, like a golden retriever dog? Does it have big ears like an elephant? Does it have a trunk? So you're going to add all the different details. See? And next, of course, I'm going to add the face. Now you can draw the face on if you have markers. I like to use paper for the face, but I'm going to use a nice a paper that stands out because that's brown. So I think if I cut, oh wait, I have an idea. Instead of eyes, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give my giraffe sunglasses because it's make-believe. So there's my sunglasses. Oh, he's looking cute now. See? There you go. Now, this is make-believe. So here's where you use your imagination. What could the animal be doing that animals don't really do in real life? Maybe he's going skateboarding. Maybe he's going to go surfing. Oh, I got an idea. He can't go surfing because he's not near the beach, so that won't work. I'm going to look through my papers, and maybe that will give me an idea too. I like this paper. It's pretty, isn't it? So guess what I'm making? I am making a party hat for my giraffe. So you might want to put some clothes on your animal that animals don't even normally wear. Oh, look at his cute little hat. Oh, fell. Okay, now why would he be wearing a party hat? Because it's his birthday. So I am going to give him some presents. And I'm going to make those presents out of some of this pretty wrapping paper. And I'm even going to maybe make a flower on top of the presents too. Okay? So where should I put the present? Oh, I think I'll put it right next to the tree. And then I am going to make a pretty bow. See? See my bow? And I'm going to put that on top of the present. See? So it's his birthday and he's got a present. But of course you do need friends at the party, don't you? So I am going to give him some friends. In fact, I just got an idea. Because in here, I noticed there was this special wrapping paper with these little children on it. Aren't they cute? So I am going to cut that and I am going to put some kids near the house so that he knows that there's some friends waiting for him at his party. Boys and girls, after you finish your picture, it's fun to tell a story about it. So in my picture, I have a giraffe and he's going to a party. It's his birthday today and his friends are waiting for him. They got him presents and a party hat, but he doesn't realize there's something magical in the box. What do you think it is? That's what I have to think about. Make it up. What could be magical that's in the box? Boys and girls, do you see how you can make up a story when you make art? And that's what I want you to do with your picture. So when you're done, show it to someone and tell a story about your picture. That's called a narrative artwork. Now, whenever I do my art classes, I always like to give suggestions for another project that you can do on another day because you might like art so much you want some more ideas. So this I call try this too. So I hope you try this too. This picture, I am actually going to make not just with paper collage. I'm going to make this picture with textured items. What is a texture? A texture is something you can feel. Like my hair feels soft. My necklace is shiny and hard. Okay? Let me see what textured items I collected. See in here? I got a whole bunch of scraps. See these cotton balls? How do you think they feel? That's right, they're soft. Those could come in handy. How about, how about this sandpaper? How do you think that feels? Ooh, that's rough. Wouldn't want to sleep on that. How about this stick? How do you think that feels? It's not soft like the cotton. It's actually pretty hard, very strong. And what about this feather? How do you think that feels? Ah, it feels so soft and ticklish. Feels kind of good. Okay, boys and girls, so I am going to make a place and an animal using my textures. And this one I'm going to do a little quicker with less detail. You might want to use a stronger glue for this, but for today I'm going to work with my glue stick. This sandpaper, I cut it. This comes in handy for the beach because, of course, at the beach you have sand. Okay? So that's the beach, and then I'm going to need some water. So I'll take some of this, I'll take this paper. I'll use that for the water. I'm going to make some waves. Now, I happen to have found some felt. And I said, what animal can I make out of white felt? Well, maybe I'll put this here. Can you think of an animal that would be soft and white? What animal would that be? I was thinking maybe a polar bear. So that's what I'm going to make. So first I'm going to make a big shape for the body. You'll notice I'm using these grown-up scissors. So if you need to ask an adult to help you cut some felt, if you have some, you certainly can do that. But you use the small scissors if you're a kid because they're safer. So here is my polar bear. He's going to be right there. See? And he's nice and soft. Then I'm going to make a head for him. The head, of course, is going to be a circle. And bears are cute. They have little ears. Okay? So here's his head. And now I'm going to make him cute little ears. What I like about this polar bear is he actually is going to be soft like a real bear. And I think that's really cool. Boys and girls, look around your home. You probably have more materials than you realize that you can use. Because nowadays people usually have just lots of stuff sitting around their house that they don't really use, but it can come in handy for art. Some people actually call this recycling. Okay? So there's my polar bear. He's got his ears, his body, and now I'm going to give him some legs. You know what, I just realized I think I put the ears in the wrong place. And good news, when you make art, if you make a mistake, there's no such thing as mistakes. You know why? Because you get to change it. Okay? So I'm going to move his ears up here because that just looked a little weird. And later I'll put the eyes on him. So there's my bear. He's kind of cute though. Now let me see what other items I have. See in here? I found this little scrap. And sometimes even a scrap can come in handy. It's nice and sparkly and shiny. And this picture is not a daytime picture. There's no sun. This is a nighttime picture. Now, if you make a nighttime picture, think about what would be in the sky, right? So I am going to put this moon right here. And what I like about it is it's nice and shiny. You see, now I can actually feel the sand, and I can feel the softness of my bear, and the moon actually sparkles like a real moon. And let me see what else I have in here. Oh, wow. I got lucky. You know why? Look what I found. Cotton. And cotton, I think this could be nice. I can make some snow, because polar bears usually live where it's snowy. So I am going to put the cotton over here. You see? So he has some snow. All right? Boys and girls, it's fun to work with different materials, isn't it? My last finishing touch. Let me see what's in my basket. I think I am going to put a little feather just for fun, because I like it. I'm going to make him a cute little feather popping out, and I'm going to make him a little hat. It's cute. And this nice soft felt here, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to make him a cute little cap. Now, boys and girls, I'm not done with my textured picture. This is called texture, which means feeling in art. I'm going to keep working on it. I'm going to put the face on. I want you to put details in your picture. Find stuff you can use at home that you can collect, and use your imagination. In real life, polar bears, they don't wear feather hats, but in my imagination, they do. So it's super fun to make art, and it's fun to collect stuff, and it's fun to cut and paste. And if you like drawing, you can also do that. Thank you for joining me, and you make your art your own way.